So obviously I was just there watching that whole little mini protest thing. Right by 9th and Market, I think it was. A guy came out of just to come out to look what was going on. It was his house, his apartment up above over here in that building. And they kind of turned on him or something, and he said something about getting a 12 gauge and shoving it up their ass or something. And then the crowd turned on him. And then they're yelling at the cops to do something about this guy because he threatened them. And they kept yelling that it's a peaceful protest and that they're just assembling. It's a peaceful protest, a peaceful protest. Then they start throwing rocks at the cop cars and hitting them, big rocks. Then the cops said they're issuing a public disperse announcement. Anybody down there is subject to arrest, so I got the fuck out of there because I don't like getting arrested or going to jail. From someone who just saw it, I'd say it's a bunch of bullshit. They're trying to protest a cop killing an innocent or a person, yet that cop is nowhere to be found here. None of these cops that they're harassing and yelling at and throwing rocks at have been said, known, or done anything to anyone. But for some reason, they seem to see a link between what they're doing and that protesting the death of this person. Seems like they don't really know what they're out here for. They're just out here because they're bored. They're out here because they're angry with other things, and they see on TV that a cop is something that represents what they want to be mad at. Just a bunch of ill-mannered babies. Honestly, that's what it seems like. I'm all for the amendment rights and the right to peaceful protest, but that's not what that was. This is Seattle now. That and quote-unquote peaceful protest, where everybody's just running around with their heads up their asses, contradicting themselves constantly. They're not using the amendment rights in the right way. If they want to use them, then fucking use them. They're idiots. That was stupid. I'm totally on the cop side here in Seattle. I mean, I just saw it. First person, front line. And I know I haven't seen every protest or the whole thing, but if the protests are anything like what I just saw, you guys need to go home and shut the fuck up.